Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And today we have positive energy. This is a docu-series about being more energy efficient, finding new ways to produce, conserve, create energy that we can use in a better way rather than the old ways that are completely filthy or dangerous or expensive and inefficient. And if any of those words should make sense to any of you, regardless of your politics, regardless of your personal finances, regardless of where you are in the world, in most cases, the cost as an individual or as a business or as a corporation, uh, it costs too much. I live in California. The weather here is almost always perfect. I do not turn on the heat in my apartment, ever. I haven't turned my heat on in maybe twice, and it lasted a day or two. Maybe I turned it on for a day or two. That's it. The heat that I spend money on at this apartment is paid for maybe 4 times a month, and it's $5. That's it. It's gas heat, but I use it to cook. That's it. Electricity, however, costs me over $100 a month. And again, it's usually because I'm running computers, playing video games, maybe, and watching TV. The lights coming on and off every so often. Living in the dark helps. But that's still pretty expensive. It's much more expensive than it used to be. I used to spend $30. That'd be 10 years ago. That's a month. I know that seems really low, right? But it keeps going up and up, right? It's the way it is. I talked to an Uber driver when I was in Las Vegas not too long ago, and she says sometimes her electric bill, because they're running air conditioning all year round practically, it's 105 degrees there normally. She spends $400 a month on electricity. Now, what if you could do things like, invest in solar power? And something even more efficient I learned, wave power, as in the ocean. Since a large chunk of even just the United States population, if not like 50%, all live within 50 miles of an ocean, it's actually more efficient than solar power. I don't exactly understand the science of it, but it's you can watch the episode. I only watched the first episode. There's 3 of them. And the first one focuses on the Americas, from South America and Brazil, things like that, all the way up through the United States, North America. The second episode is about Africa and China, and the third one is Europe. So, again, I know there's some people who are really freaked out about everybody being forced to drive electric cars or banning cow farts or something. I don't know. Again, there's going to be a lot of scare tactics. There is a lot of scare tactics that come into play that make you go, well, I just would never drive an electric car. That's just against God. Well, no, it's not. And yeah, I mean, I think electric cars are only a stepping stool to something even better. Yeah, I mean, Tesla and every other car maker today, if you don't already know this, every car maker, whatever type of vehicle they produce primarily, even if it's like pickup trucks, like huge F-150 type trucks, all of them have an electric option. If not already on the lots, they're coming soon. And within a decade, in some places, California, they are only going to be allowed to sell electric, or at least hybrid electric cars. No pure gasoline-fueled cars. That's going to change things considerably in California, at least. Will it affect other states? Absolutely, in time. Will they? Why? How? Well, you know what? There's a lot of ways to see that, because there's no electric. Where are we going to get our plug in? Because there's not any electric charging stations everywhere. Yeah, that's a fear for a lot of people I know who have electric cars. Yeah, they can't go far or into rural spaces where there are no electric chargers. But there was also a time when everybody's like, oh, well, how am I supposed to put gasoline in this automobile? Because there are no gas stations. Yeah, it's not instantaneous. There's changes. But it's not all about cars, and it's not all about just powering your home. Sometimes, and way too often, it comes down to, well, I should say it doesn't come down to the people who are wealthy enough not to care. If you're wealthy enough where, oh, whatever, electric bill's $9,000 this month because we're running all the TVs in the mansion all at once, who cares? This is part of the way things are. They don't care. But where this hits the hardest is always poorer communities. Doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter necessarily what part of the country you're in. Poorer communities suffer the most. People, human beings, suffer the most because of inefficient energy. And you know what? It's if we can correct these things, it can make it possible for people to cook food and eat it and not worry that maybe uncooked food might make them sick, or inefficiently cooked food would make them sick. It offers so many other opportunities, whether it's from natural clean resources like sun, wind, sea, all these different things. We have the opportunity to do that rather than burning dinosaurs. So yeah, it's scary to the richest of the richest of the rich. It's the way it is. But I think what these two do, and it's Carrie Byron and Dallas Campbell, they travel around to these different continents and look at options and look at innovations. The Hyperloop is one of the things they talk about. By the way, this is from 2017. It's 1 season, 3 episodes. A lot of this stuff may not be on the track anymore. I don't know what's happening with the Hyperloop, really. You know, it's setting. They're playing. They were playing with stuff in the Nevada desert, and you can see that in this footage. I don't know necessarily what they're doing anymore. There's a lot of things that are tried and are abandoned, but I think hopefully those same people that are working for innovations that will improve energy efficiency for the greater portion of America to live better and not spend every single cent to survive, they're going to move on to something even better than what they had before. I think that's great. Yes, Tesla is featured in this. They show off the electric car that they're working on. This seems like a million years ago, 6 years ago. But things change. Things will evolve. That's the nature of all of this. And this does feature a bunch of other influencers and musicians and people who are trying to make awareness and celebrities. No, I mean, I've heard of Akon. Akon shows up in this, but honestly, I haven't heard anybody else. It's trying to look relevant, and yeah, some of the messages in there are just sort of kind of, oh, you have the power to do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's neat. It's a neat aphorism, but when it comes right down to it, showing people what is possible. And maybe it's not even efficient enough as it is at this moment. It's taking those steps to move forward to something that could be even greater than what we're hoping to shoot for now. It made the gasoline-powered car possible. It made the electric car possible even early on. Go try to look up the earliest electric car, what year that happened. It was a long time ago. Why did it go away? I don't know. But it's not a conspiracy theory, it's reality. But yeah, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole for you. You can do that yourself. But yeah, this is it's creative, it's interesting. It's good to know that there are opportunities and things that can happen. things that people are working towards. And yeah, it's something that's required. It's something that we need. Again, it shouldn't matter what your politics are. It shouldn't matter the way things used to be, the way things always have been. It should never be a reason for us to continue doing something that is destructive to our health, our lives, our efficiency, and our bottom line, when it comes to our finances. As long as we're in a capitalist society, it's going to come down to how much it costs us in every step of the way. And I don't think it matters what you believe politically. That is what matters to you and me if we're going to feed ourselves and our kids and anything else and survive like some level of dignity as a human being. So, yeah, preachy. So yeah, it's these guys are enthusiastic, they're fun, and you're gonna say, yeah, but they flew all over the world to do all this footage. They're going from Nevada to California to Colorado to Brazil to all these different places. Man, they blew a lot of energy. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? They thought of that too. So they did everything they could to do things that will offset. Yes, I know it sounds like the carbon offset kind of stuff. The carbon offset purchasing thing is, to me, BS. But actually doing things that will offset the energy you spent, that will make things more efficient in other ways, is a good thing. And maybe they didn't do it as, I don't know if they actually accomplished it as well as they thought, because there's only 3 episodes. Maybe they spent way too much energy after 3 episodes. They're just like, nope, this is inefficient. We're hypocrites now. I have no idea. Yeah, it's could be a thing. But yeah, each of the episodes are about 45 minutes long. It's not a big investment, so it's not a big time investment, but it's something I think it's interesting to check out and learn about. Do your book report on it. I don't care. It'll help. You watching me and you're young enough to be doing book reports? Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. The middle-aged white guy has something to say about this. Everybody's excited about that. All right. This is where I normally randomly select an episode, but we're a week away from Halloween. So I decided there's a lot of new and older Halloween content, and I decided I'm going to do the same thing I do for Christmas time. I am going to run a week's worth of pre-selected Halloween programming. To pick out some of the best stuff, old and new and a little weird, a little different stuff that I just know that it'd be weird just to be watching this, or maybe it might not even be available like in the spring. Like there's times where I've gotten Halloween related stuff in the middle of February. It doesn't make sense. But let's celebrate this spooky season and just watch stuff that relates to Halloween and scary stuff. So the very next thing we're going to watch is a brand new addition to Disney Plus. Not too long ago, I think a few weeks, not uncoincidentally brought in September in time for spooky season. It's a Launchpad episode. Launchpad presents The Ghost. That's what we're kicking off with. It's a short, so it's a little bitty thing. We'll check that out. So yeah, we'll watch that tomorrow. Launchpad presents The Ghost on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.